Hello everyone, I am Sparshalot, and regardless of people not watching the previous videos, here I am with another one because I am stupid. Here we go again. I was thinking about this, that probably the most important thing that we can learn is or are three things: to think clearly, to speak clearly, and to write clearly. And believe it or not, all these three are interconnected. At least two of them, speaking and writing, can be put in the category of communication. And I was also thinking whether thinking clearly, critical thinking, can be put into a category of communication as well. Because think about it, when we are thinking, there is, now I'm not clear on the biology, the neuroscience, the philosophy behind this, but just hear me out and try to understand what I'm trying to say. When we are thinking, there is a part of the brain, now I use the term very liberally, I'm not sure that if it's a single part of the brain, but whatever it is, when we are thinking, there is a part of the brain that is doing the thinking, and then there is also the part which is observing it thinking. So maybe, just maybe, even thinking is a form of communication between those two parts. Now, these parts are an abstract concept for me as of now, because as I told you, I haven't formally looked into it. But if you know anything about this, let me know in the comments, or if you find anything, just share it with me, okay? So I do know one thing, that when we observe ourselves thinking, it's called metacognition, that there is thinking going on and you yourself are observing that thinking. So why do I say that these three things could be the most important thing to learn? To think clearly, to speak clearly, and to write clearly. Well, first of all, a lot of people say it, but that's not the only reason why I think it's true. It's also because, in my limited experience of wasting time on this earth, I have found that to be quite useful in almost all walks of life. No matter what you decide to do in life, these three things will almost always be useful to you. I can think of very rare and extreme examples where this might not be of any use to you. And I don't want you to believe me. Look for yourself, look around. What do you do on a daily basis when you go to school, when you go to college, when you go to university, when you get into a job, when you are volunteering, whatever it is, even when you're communicating with your loved ones, family, your partner, friends. I think it's very important, and I'm not sure if I said this already, but all these things are interrelated. So ponder upon that, think about it, and it's just like how Buddha says that don't believe it because you read it, don't believe it because someone told it to you, don't believe it because your teachers told it to you, because your friends, your family told it to you. Don't believe it just because you thought of it. You take something and you examine it, and when you examine it and you think that it is something useful, that it can be of use to you and can be of use to the greater part of society, then you can believe it. And I've spent some time thinking about it, and that's what I think could be the single most thing that we should be devoting our time to. Of course, there are a lot of other skills, a lot of other things that we do in life, but yeah, that's the nugget I had for you today, and I will definitely see you next time. So, bye bye.